Argentina to face France in the Qatar World Cup final tonight. World is ready to see Messi and Mbappe fight. BNP is hatching conspiracies to oust the government without celebrating victory, says the Prime Minister. And EC announced the by-election schedule for the seats of 5 MPs of BNP resigned from the National Parliament. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to MyTV News. I'm Fawzia Roshan with you in the newsroom today. We are watching the headlines and I'm going to the details. The greatest show on earth, Football World Cup curtains will go down today. Argentina and France will meet in the final. The match will start at 9 p.m. Bangladesh Standard Time at Lusail Stadium, where France is in front of the second title in a row and Argentina's 36-year to regret match. Meanwhile, millions of football fans around the world are eagerly waiting to see this great fight between the two favorites. Messi has been brilliant in his 5th World Cup, and Sunday's final is likely to be his last chance to match the achievement of Diego Maradona, who inspired Argentina to victory in Mexico in 1986. But his Paris Saint-Germain teammate Mbappe, 23, is aiming to become the youngest player to win 2 World Cups since Pelé achieved the feat at the age of 21. France can also count on Antonio Griezmann, who has been highly influential from midfield in the run to the final. BNP is hatching conspiracies to oust the government without celebrating victory in December, says the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The Premier also reiterated her call to the people to remain alert as the murderers and the war criminals cannot come to the power again to destroy the country. The Prime Minister said this while presiding over a discussion organized by the Awami League at the Krishibid Institute Bangladesh at Khamarbari of Farmgate in the capital, marking the 52nd Victory Day. Highlighting the glorious history of the traditional party Awami League, the Prime Minister said the party has not moved from the ideals of Bangabandhu. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said that in this country, judges have been killed by bombing courts. Lawyers have also been killed. Not only was I the victim of the grenade attack, our judges were also not spread. When Jamaat BNP was in opposition, such incidents happened in Jhalokati and Gazipur. You know about the arson and bombing. Since that incident, we have made security arrangements for the judges. She said these things in the speech of the chief guest at the Golden Jubilee ceremony of the Supreme Court this afternoon. The Prime Minister said Awami League always tried to make the Supreme Court run independently. Therefore, its financial management, which was previously in the hands of the head of government, is completely transferred to the hands of the Supreme Court. The Election Commission has announced the by-election schedule for the seats of 5 MPs of BNP who resigned from the National Parliament. According to the schedule, polling will be held in these constituencies on February 1st. The last day for submission of nominations is January 5, and the security scrutiny of nominations will be on January 8th. Last date for withdrawal of a candidature is January 15. Moreover, Election Commission Secretary Jahangir Alam said that EVM will be used in all constituencies. Changing the date of a mass rally in the capital is not a matter of bowing down to anyone, says the BNP Standing Committee member Dr. Khandakar Musharraf Hussain. At a press conference at Gulshan Chairperson's office in the afternoon today, he said that goods owed to 50 lakh takas along with cash were looted from the central office of BNP on December 7. Khandakar Musharraf Hussain said that they tried to make BNP controversial by placing bombs inside the office and said that the government planned to confuse the situation on December 10. Rohingya repatriation is not the sole task of Bangladesh, says the Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen. He also said world leaders also have a responsibility in this regard, but their sincerity is lacking. He said this in response to the questions of a journalist after distribution of wheelchairs and sewing machines to unprivileged people in Sylhet today, mentioning that various countries have been requested to take Rohingyas. The minister said that the work has started on a smaller scale. The foreign minister also expressed hope that the Rohingyas would return to the country themselves. Chuadanga recorded the lowest temperature in the country at 11.5 degrees Celsius. A mild cold wave is flowing over the district. People's life has been disrupted due to frosty winds. Due to the frosty air, people of all ages, including children, are suffering from diarrhea, shortness of breath, pneumonia, and cold-related diseases. As a result, the poor and low-income people are suffering. On the other hand, the severity of winter has also increased in Khulna. At the beginning of Posh, winter has settled in Khulna area. Suddenly, the temperature is dropping a lot. North wind has been blowing since morning. There is also the presence of fog. The Appellate Division of the Supreme Court upheld the verdict of the High Court that declared the registration of the political party Trinamool BNP as valid. A bench of 3 justices led by Chief Justice Hassan Faiz Siddiqui passed the order rejecting a leave to appeal petition filed by the EC against the HC order, said the plaintiff's counsel Advocate Shah Manzoor Haq. Advocate Mohammad Yassin stood for the EC at the court. He said the High Court order to register Trinamool BNP, led by former BNP leader and ex-minister Barrister Nazmul Huda, will remain in place from Sunday. Viewers, now international news. North Korea has fired 2 more ballistic missiles. The South Korean military claimed that the 2 ballistic missiles were launched from the east coast of the Korean peninsula towards the sea on Sunday. No damage has been reported in this incident so far. Japan's Assistant Defense Minister Toshiro Ino confirmed this information. Meanwhile, the Japanese Ministry of Defense reported that the missiles launched by North Korea flew at an altitude of 550 km and crossed a range of 250 km. Earlier, Pyongyang conducted 7 missile tests in January this year. The investigation into the attack on the U.S. Capitol by supporters of Donald Trump, who refused to accept the results of his defeat in the 2022 presidential election, has advanced. The inquiry committee may give a report on this matter on Monday. In this, members of the investigation committee may recommend that Trump be charged with 3 criminal offenses, including rioting. His supporters stormed the Capitol on January 6, 2021, to prevent the transfer of power if he lost to incumbent President Joe Biden. The Republican Party workers entered the building and ransacked it. Allegations have arisen that Trump is investigating this incident. Later, a committee of the lower house of Congress started investigating the matter. Viewers, about to the end of the headlines once again. Argentina to face France in the Qatar World Cup final tonight. World is ready to see Messi and Mbappe fight. BNP is hatching conspiracies to oust the government without celebrating victory, says the Prime Minister. EC announced the by-election is scheduled for the seats of 5 MPs of BNP resigned from the National Parliament. North Korea has fired 2 ballistic missiles from the east coast of the Korean peninsula, said South Korea. And Bangladesh suffered a 188-run defeat in the first of the 2-match test series against India. That's all from our newsroom for now. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News online, visit YouTube/mytvbd news. And to watch all our programs, visit YouTube/mytv Bangla, Facebook/mytv Bangla. Our next bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget to join with us. Till then, stay connected. Allah Hafiz.